I just thought I'd go live for a little while, see who comes on to chat. If anybody does, that will be cool. If nobody does, oh well, same old, same old. Been like that for a while. You like my shirt? It says over it, over it, over it, over it, over it. I think I got the shirt from my ex husband's wife. I'm not sure. Or maybe my husband's mother. Either one. As you know, they gave me a bunch of stuff, so yeah. So I'm wearing this shirt because I just felt like it today. Anywho, it was a very nice day here. The weather has been very, very comfortable. If I could just bottle this weather, it would be wonderful. Um, this is a game that my husband and I played tonight. It's called Quicks. It's a pretty fun game. It's with dice and cards, as you see on the back here. You roll the dice and then you pick whatever the number is here and you X it off somewhere on your color here. And then you can choose one of your dice and match it with this one. But if you've crossed one of these numbers out, you can't use any of those numbers before it. And you keep on playing until you can't do something, and then one person gets a penalty, and pretty soon the card game is over, and you just add up your points on the bottom of the page right here on the bottom. It gives you, like, if you get 5 points, it's actually this many points, and then you just write it in. So red was this many points, yellow's this many, green, blue, whatever. And then we just added it all up, and I kicked his behind. Put it bluntly. I kicked his booty. It was fun though. We had a good time. I think we might play another game tomorrow. We're trying to incorporate more togetherness into our relationship for the following year and get back to where our marriage should have been in the first place. I won't go into details on that, but y'all know the whole deal. Anyway, yeah, so we're working on that. And we went to Walmart today. I bought myself a pressure cooker, and it's different than my Instant Pot ever was. It's very basic. You just literally pick a P01, P02, P03 based on whatever you're making. Like soup is a certain number, and um, something else is a different number, like rice is a different number. And you just pick whatever that number is and you click the button and it cooks it. So, pretty cool. Anyway, I am filming this from my phone. I am not on a computer right now, so it may be a little different of a picture. I'm not sure. Anyhow, um, what else did we do today? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. What's going on here? Not a whole lot of anything, really. It, as usual, kind of dull, you know, usual everyday stuff. Wake up, exercise, go do errands, things like that. Make lots of food. I made lots of food. I did make mashed potatoes in the pressure cooker, and they turned out wonderful. I know one thing I can tell you. I learned how to make a plant based gravy, a vegan gravy. All you do is you take, and I will try to post this eventually on my blog spot if I ever get that blog up and running. But you take, what did I do? Vegetable bouillon, and you add some soy sauce to it, and then you use whatever thickener. I used almond flour, and when I heated it up in the microwave, it was not thick enough, so I put some cornstarch with it to thicken it, and it was great. And it tasted so good, and it looked good, it tasted good, it was delicious. The only thing I would have done differently is maybe saute some mushrooms and throw them in with it. Yeah, that would have been good too. So we put that on our mashed potatoes, and then I had some salad left over from lunch, so I had a little bit of that. And then I just warmed up some broccoli. I could have put my vegan cheese sauce over it, but I didn't really think it needed it, so I just ate straight frozen broccoli, cooked in the microwave. Um, I was gonna do a dessert, tapioca pudding, but I just wasn't feeling like I needed more food, so I didn't have any pudding. The cats went out for a little while today. It's been beautiful here today, so I said, why not let them run around a while? Um, they decided to get in a fight with each other and get full of mud, so yeah, that was interesting. They're all clean now and pretty colored, but um, They had a good time being outside, and we've had such cold weather that when it finally warmed up, I said, why not just let them go out? You're okay, buddy. It's okay. Just mommy. Just mommy. Anyway, January 1st is coming, y'all. It is coming. I can't believe how quick it is. Right around the bend. We are finally out almost of December, and Christmas is past. Now it's on to the new year and see what that has to bring. I have to believe it's going to be better than the old year, but honestly, I've had some good times this year. I really have. I can't complain too much. In fact, I'm going to get my journal. Thank you. Happy New Year to you, sweet Lucidity. I'm going to grab my journal here. Share a little bit about what has happened over the past year so we can kind of say goodbye to the old year and on with the new. Okay? So I'll try to skim around a little bit. Let's see. Well, I actually started this in August, so just a few months worth. Let's see if there's anything exciting going on here. We got a new refrigerator from Rent-A-Center. That was cool. So we pay on that every month. Not a lot of money. It's not too bad. But yeah, that refrigerator has been definitely a blessing. Matthew has his fridge where he keeps his stuff, and I have my fridge where I keep mine. And it works out really nice. We can store everything that we need to store. Let's see here. Yeah, I had a job a while back working in a school. I was a secretary in the dean's office. Since I don't work there anymore, I can tell you that. So, yeah, I wasn't going to tell anybody about that way back when, but yes, I was a secretary in the dean's office. And it went really well, but then I got a different job, so that's the job I'm at now. The library job is much better for me. But the secretary job was not bad. I got to take student pictures and stuff like that. That was fun, like for their IDs. Mostly I just answered phones and answered student questions and stuff like that. Nothing exciting. Like nothing too out of the ordinary, really. Oh, I started Weight Watchers at one point. I went to a few meetings at Weight Watchers, met some pretty nice ladies. And then it turned out that the Weight Watchers lady that ran that was the pastor's wife at one of the churches I was going to. The one, in fact, that I do the Valiant Women group at. So, yeah. And then, of course, there was some legal stuff that went on. And thankfully, that is all over with because that was not fun having to deal with all that craziness. But, you know, stuff happens. Then our vehicle had some trouble and we had a mechanic look at it, and it turned out he didn't do anything on it and just kept charging us money and never did pay us back the money that he owed us. Like I said, I'm kind of skimming over this because there's a lot. I journal a lot. I put details. I tried to do the 1 meal a day plan at one point. That didn't go so well. Now I'm down to two meals a day. Bobo, leave her alone. Hold on. I need to intervene with some cats here. Apparently, Bo needs to spend some time in the bedroom. You need to leave her alone, sir. Come here with me, naughty boy. You cannot mess with that lady. I got the Bobo here. He's being naughty chasing Mimi. She's not interested in that activity, Bobo. She is a neutered, a spayed female. You need to stay in there for a while, sir. Show your role. Okay, we don't need any cat fights happening here. All right. Kitty cats. All right. Let's see here. What else happened in this last few months. I don't have my older journal handy, or I would read that to you. That's already out in the shed, stored for future perusal when I want to go back in time and see what happened in this year. Let's see what else. I won a book at the Valiant Woman thing because I got a scripture verse right that I memorized. I hung out with my friend Clara at a park. We had some breakfast together. That was fun. I hadn't seen her in a while, so that was really a treat. Decided to have a positive attitude about life. Well, that's good. I needed to. Started to pick up on my workouts and do more of those. In fact, when I'm done talking to y'all, I gotta work out. I've got to. I have not worked out at all in the last couple days, and I'm falling behind with that. Hi, honey.
Hi.
What else? Everything's all over the place here, so. Apparently I was in pain at some point with cramps and upper abdomen pain and went to the ER. That must have been okay after that. I went to a bridal shower. Wonder if that was Pam's bridal shower, possibly. It doesn't even say where the bridal shower was, so I don't know what that was about. Yeah. Oh, that was Pam's. Okay. That's my ex-husband's wife's bridal shower that I went to. That's what that was. That was fun. It was far away. It was really quite a drive going there. Then I started taking my blood sugars, which I ran out of my strips and I can't even find my blood kit thing. My doctor's supposed to find out if she can get me strips for it, but I don't even know where my blood tester is, so not going to do me any good. Now we are into October. October has been a pretty good month this year. The last couple Octobers were not so good. A lot of craziness on YouTube. Thankfully, this October was a winner. I can't complain too much. It was pretty smooth compared to the other ones. So that was good. We started going to a different church. Little tiny church, like the home church thing. I've actually recorded and posted that on here on my YouTube channel. So you've seen that. We got our vehicle repaired by the church, the other church that we've gone to. They helped pay for that a little bit. Not fully, but they did give quite a bit into it. I put so much money into that vehicle, it's ridiculous. But I guess you do for vehicles, so. Bobo got sick and then got better, which was good. They gave him some antibiotics and some special kitty stuff and some food and whatever, and he was better after that. Then I started watching the Forks Over Knives videos about whole food plant-based eating. That was the biggest thing that happened to me this year, other than getting a different job. The whole food plant-based thing has changed my life. It's given me energy. It has brought my weight down to a normal level compared to what it was. And I feel like I'm still losing weight, which is a good thing, definitely. Went for a few job interviews along the way in between to try to get jobs at different places, and nothing really panned out, so it is what it is, I guess. Yeah, pretty much just very involved in the Valiant Woman group at that church. That was the gist of what my months have been, my weeks lately. I go there on Monday nights, and we have a time when we sit and listen to somebody speak on the microphone about whatever the book talked about, and that's kind of boring to me. I don't enjoy that part usually. I enjoy the sharing time afterwards, though, and then the little get togethers that we have at the leader's house and stuff. That's been really cool. But yeah, started doing more cardio type stuff. Some Just Dance. I started doing Just Dance again too this year, so that's been a new thing. Um, got a new vacuum. Got a new computer the other day. My nephew gave me his $300 computer. I finally have it up and running, but no, I'm not filming on there right now. I'm filming on my phone. I was on an antibiotic and ended up with thrush, which is miserable. Also went back out to the Messianic Jewish group. It used to be a church that I went to, but then the pastor broke off and started his own group. I went to that group and we stayed at a hotel out there. So that was something different, I guess. Yeah, as you can see, I don't really live a very colorful life. It's kind of plain and boring and humdrum. But it works for me. I like the calmness and the peace in it. We met Matthew's friend and we hung out with him and his girlfriend for a while. We haven't been back there though because his kids have been really sick. He's been sick. And he's a Gnostic, so I've learned a lot about different beliefs as well. He's a Gnostic believer. Won't get into what all that means. That's a lot of really deep, different types of beliefs that I don't even know how to begin to broach the subject on that. I started doing rebounding. That's another thing, which my dad bought me a new rebounder. I haven't gotten it yet, but I will eventually. He was going to order it from Walmart, but I guess they're giving him the runaround. So I talked to him the other night on the phone, and he decided to order, I think, off of eBay. So that's going to be coming on its way soon. We had shelves break at the library. That was interesting. So they have to get in there and fix those one of these years. I don't know when that will happen. I had an interesting situation where a lady from, okay, so I lived in a shelter, like a supervised home type thing when I left my ex-husband. That was one of the places I lived, and there was a lady there that was my caseworker. And then I ran into her like years later at this other church that I used to go to. And one day my phone rang and it was her, and she's like, "Oh, you're not the person I wanted." I said, "I'm sorry." She said, "No, no, it's okay. Now that I got you, I'll talk to you, and find out, what's been going on with you and whatever." So we chatted for a little while, so that was nice. So I hadn't heard from her in a while. So yeah, it was kind of a year of quote unquote running into old friends that I hadn't talked to in a while. So that was nice. New churches, old friends, always changing. The time is always changing. Life is always changing. My training at the library. Got new phones. We no longer have Straight Talk. We have T-Mobile now, which is a much better system. So that was good. Went to a birthday party for Matthew's aunt. That was a little bit of a drive, but it wasn't too bad. They came and got us, so that's cool. Decided to set some short-term goals. I think my goal was like to weigh 185 because I was all the way back up in the 190s again. And I'm supposed to weigh 180 by Easter, and I think I'm just about there now, which is pretty cool. I'll let you know when I know if I remember to. I gotta weigh myself again tomorrow. What else did I do? Oh, I started that social experiment on YouTube. What I was doing, guys, basically, and I only got through a couple letters, was just to see reactions. If I just sat there and started uttering words. Hey, happy almost New Year. Yeah, I know, right? And you guys did react, and I got quite a bit of feedback on that social experiment. It wasn't anything like I was trying to figure anything out other than let's just do this for the heck of it and see what people do if they catch on to, what I'm doing here. And what I was doing was just basically listing words that gave me a positive feeling. That was the gist of the social experiment. I think Mommy Mars was one of the ones that caught on. Um, Yeah, the alphabet one, exactly. You pretty much caught on to it. It was basically words that gave me a positive feeling. That was what that was. I was going to go A to Z, but I got burnt out and tired and bored with it because, my ADHD brain, or whatever it is, ADD brain, I couldn't anymore. It was too much. Um, Yahweh protects me from evil of this Yah forsaking planet. I must have been having a bad day that day. I know Lee RD came on one of my live streams and chatted with me at one point. Carol told me she was leaving her husband. Randy decided to go back to her husband. Anna split with her boyfriend and picked up with a new guy. Yeah, lots of changes. And then, of course, Roland married Pam, his new wife, and we hit it off. We're supposed to be gardening this spring, I think, Pam and I. So that was cool. It was a nice change this year. Having a new friend. Um, I guess I kind of let go of some people from YouTube and picked up some new things on YouTube and kind of went into other forms of social media. That's one other thing that happened this year was just really pulling away from YouTube. It's been a really good choice for me. I know quite a few of my friends have gotten off of YouTube for the large part of it. Of course, I still come back and do live streams like I'm doing now and my uploads occasionally. But for the most part, I'm really not involved in all the, he said, she said, baloney and all that stuff. I'm aware of it, but I'm not really all wrapped up in it anymore. Oh, by the way, the one lady that was supposed to be a guest with us on Christmas didn't end up showing up. She changed her mind at the last minute, so that was okay though. It was a good time. You saw the Christmas video, so you know we had a good time anyway. By the way, thank you y'all for watching and viewing and subscribing if you do. But I got over 1,000 views on the one video of my granddaughter, I think. Either my granddaughter or my daughter. And I was shocked. 1,000 something views on that video. You guys, showed up and showed out, as they say. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for watching my channel and giving your comments and everything that you are doing on here. Yeah. Let's see. By the way, I want to ask you guys something, ladies and gentlemen. I don't like saying guys because, it's not just guys. Do you want to see me do more shorts videos, or do you like live streams mostly, or do you like just uploads in general, like regular length uploads? Let me know in the comments below. You want me to do shorts, regular length uploads, like maybe 20-minute videos like I do for like the cult things and whatever, or do you like live streams? Which would you like more of? Where should I put my focus more? I am still going to do my blog. I'm still doing my cult tactics. I just haven't found anything I really want to report on for the cult tactic yet. I'm kind of leaning towards how they change your identity. Hey, Spoof, how is it going? I haven't seen you forever. Um, let's see. Oh, I started batch cooking. That's another brand new thing for me. If you guys remember a while back, I told you I hate prepping food and I won't prep food, and I dug my heels in and I just didn't want to do it. And then I saw Plentiful Kiki's whole food plant-based stuff, and I started realizing that maybe batch cooking wasn't such a bad idea if I was batch cooking like my grains for the week and like throw some beans in for the week, and then I would have those bowls in there that I could just plop them on a plate and say, okay, here's some beans, some rice, some broccoli, and then bam, be done with it. It's so much easier than trying to make stuff and, prepare it on plates and whatever every day. You just have everything all ready for you and you just warm it up. So much easier. So, yeah, that is pretty much my year in a nutshell. Nothing else really happening. I did start marketing some of my clothing instead of just taking everything to Goodwill or plopping it in the garbage can because, things get old and you get bored with them or whatever. I sell it on a marketplace site. So, I already sold my first shirt for $3 the other day. Yeah. Um, a lot of these are shirts that, they don't fit me, blouses and stuff that my husband's mom gave me, my mother-in-law. So they sell because people wear smaller sizes like 12s and 16s and stuff, and I'm not in that yet. I'm still in the 18, you know, XL. I don't even think it's XL. I think it's 1X. I don't know, whatever it is, 18 in like the next size up. That's what I'm in right now. So I can't wear a lot of 16s. My jeans are a 16 and they're still a little bit snug, so yeah. But there are people out there that are that size. In fact, that's kind of an average woman's size, I think. Like 12 or 16. And they love it when they see that on the marketplace. So I just meet them at a local store and they give me the money and I give them the goods, for the marketplace stuff. So I started doing that, started kind of having a little sales thing on the side, which is nice. And now I have my laptop computer thanks to my nephew that he gave me, and very grateful for that. Um, I want to say a cryptic thank you to somebody because, and I am going to thank them personally if I can figure out how. Bring peppers. No, I bring my husband. I don't go myself. I meet in a public place. I don't go like anywhere private and meet these people. I do it right in broad daylight in the middle of the parking lot of the store. I'm not crazy. I bring my husband. I don't go alone. Anyway, yeah, I know. It's all good. Don't worry. We don't live in a super dangerous area, so I don't really worry about that. I do have pepper spray, but I don't really need it. They don't really act like that here. I know what you're saying. I know there's people looting and robbing and threatening people and harming people. I've heard about it, but the area I live in, thankfully, is very safe. All the crazy people here pretty much gravitate towards where y'all live in California and other places like that. They don't usually come this direction. They're trying to get out of this area because Illinois is like dead end. There's nothing here for anybody, let alone being a very, very poor economic state. So, yeah. Anyway, so I want to give a shout out of thank you for saving my life. The person knows who they are. Um, I'm not going to get into details how that happened, but back when I had COVID, there was something somebody did that was very kind. And I just want to say thank you. And I'm going to try to thank you personally one on one. But I don't want to breathe my last breath without thanking you for that. Not that I'm dying or anything. Kind of sounds like that. But I pretty much was dying back then. Um, I had double pneumonia. I was suffering really badly. I couldn't breathe. If you've ever had pneumonia so bad that your lungs are filled up with mucus and you can't cough it up, then you know what I'm talking about. Sorry for anybody that's eating and listening to this, but thank you so much. I appreciated what you did for me, and I want you to know that. And like I said, I will reach out to you privately if I can, and thank you again because nobody's putting me up to it or anything, but I just didn't want to, ever leave this planet without letting you know how much I appreciated what you did for me back then. All right. Anyway, enough said on that topic. Um, Soon the kitty cats will be neutered. We put some money aside for that to happen. So we won't be having fur flying and mouths full of fur and angry cats keeping us up all hours of the night. We'll actually eventually be able to get a night's sleep that goes all the way through the night instead of having to listen to growling and having to separate the cats. And yeah, it's just been a big pain in the patookus. And I'm really glad to say that that is going to be a thing of the past. So for 2023, we will have neutered male cats, and therefore everybody in the household will have been dealt with in that way, and we will have peace reigning at last in this house, which will only be a good thing. So, upcoming plans for. No, it was not fun. It was very frightening, and there was absolutely no way I was going to live through that without the person's help. So, upcoming plans for the new year, 2023. Well, obviously, weight loss, more weight loss, always weight loss till I get to that goal that I'm aiming at. Um, Probably going to step up the physical activity. Probably going to be walking when it warms up a little bit more. If I can't walk outside, I'm going to most likely plan some days going to the mall and walking. Yes, no more sprays, no more fights, happy lives, exactly. And they say that the males live longer if you get them neutered too, so that is the plan. Plan on. Oh, what was I gonna say? Oh man, getting my blog going with all my recipes and stuff. That's a definite must. Working on the marriage, of course, gonna be a thing. Um, just general self improvement, working on my health more, continuing my whole food plant based journey, probably telling more people about it. Been talking to my ex husband's wife about it. It sounds like she might want to join me in it. We're going to be planting a garden in the spring together if everything works out well. My daughter Amber is probably, it looks like, moving home in the summertime. Her lease is up in July. They are not renewing it again. She's been there for like 3 or 4 years now. So it's time for her to move on and, you know, meet a new destiny. She asked me today to start looking for churches for her in the area. So it looks like she might be moving back towards home, which makes me so happy. I know she's not happy about it if that's what happens. She really likes being independent and not having people's input into her life so much. But I don't try to meddle or, be a busybody with her anyway. It's more her sisters that do that. So it'll just be nice if she does come home more because I'll see her and I'll be able to spend some time with her. And I don't see Pam, my ex husband's wife, standing in the way of that. If anything, she would encourage it. We're both Bible believing people. She's more conservative than I am. But, honestly, I don't know that I'm all that charismatic anymore like I used to be. I haven't been in a charismatic church and like on a regular basis in like forever. So I've kind of found more of a balance with that. I'm not saying I'm against like the charismatic way, like praying in tongues and deliverance and all that. I still believe in that, but I don't really attend a church that practices it right now. Um, Maybe I will at some point. What I'm really hoping, that would be great if it happened this year, is for a brand new church to open up, like ground floor church that I can be part of from the get go and just grow with the church and with the people. If something could happen like that. Like our old church, Upward, that's how that started out, but it only lasted like 6 months and then Pastor had to go back to his state and he had a very sick little child that he had to take care of. So I get it, but it was still very disillusioning for us both, and we were very sad about it. So, anyway, I don't know. I don't think there's anything more. Oh, I'm going to try to get a job working from home to supplement the library income because the library is just like a few hours in a day. So, I really need a little bit more money coming in. I know tax time is coming up, so make sure you get your taxes done, everybody. Property payments are coming due, property tax payments. That'll be a thing I got to take care of. Let's see. Working on fixing up the house a little by little. By the way, this bag hanging over my head, just in case you're wondering, this has our gloves, and this is like the car wiper thing. Like you take the little, I don't know, the scraper, like you're scraping the windows off, and you put your hand in here, keeps your hand cozy while you're holding onto the handle and scraping off the car. It says scrape it off right here. So that's what that is up there, just in case you're wondering. And we put our gloves in this bag too. That way when I'm going out the door, I just grab my mittens out and I have them. So that's what that is. It's got a little snowman on it. At least it's a cute bag. It's not ugly looking. This is my jacket here. We just hung a couple things on the line because we're lazy and it's just easier to grab stuff off a clothesline sometimes, you know? So yeah. I don't want to miss your messages. I'm trying to make sure I don't miss any of them. Okay, nothing's popping up. That's the bummer of being on the phone. You can't see anybody's text messages. Oh well. I'm sure they'll come back when they come back. Anyhow. So I am going to try to fix up each spot of the house, not just the rooms, but like I'm taking little sections at a time. Oh, that's all right, Spoof. I don't either. I run out of things to say after a while. So I take little sections at a time and say, how can I make this as beautiful, practical, comfortable for me as possible? So I started with the kitchen. As you know, I neatened all the cabinets, organized everything, decorated the wall. Mommy Mars, did you see my wall decorations? I can't remember if I even showed you them. My daughter Randy gave me some stickers that are dandelions that I put in the kitchen, on the kitchen back wall near the sink. And it just really cheers up my day when I see those. They're pretty cool. But I know Matthew has a dresser out in the yard that he wants to build shelves and bring in here somewhere so the cats can like climb and hide and in the little areas of the drawers and stuff. We've got to get some wood and we're going to lay that across. Hey, Lear hello. So that's in the works as well. Just various little tiny projects and just neatening up the atmosphere again. I did get a new vacuum this past year, so that's a lot of new things I got. Yeah, I love them. Um, I don't know. We just we've cut back on some of the bills that we had, and we've changed phone companies. So we've made a lot of changes and done a lot of new things, and lots of stuff is happening. Looks like Evelyn just went live. Okay. So people will probably gravitate over that way. I don't know. Trying to think if I'm leaving anything out that you might want to know that's new. Don't have any real lofty goals for the year. Just make it the best year possible, the healthiest year possible. Um, yeah, pretty much it, I guess. I don't have any plans to really drastically do anything. We do have a kitchen table, or not a kitchen table, a living room table that we've started eating at. So that's also a new thing that's happened. We have gotten closer together with each other than ever before. More communication, more openness, more discussions when we disagree about things, which we were not able to do before. We would just fight. And I would just dig my heels in and say, I'm right, he's wrong. The heck with him. I could just divorce him and be done with it. Well, now we talk about stuff and we work things out, and I try to understand where my approach was wrong and I can approach it in a different way. So that's worked out really well. I did start a new, well, I didn't start. I became an admin on my Facebook group of a whole food plant-based group. And I invited a guy from one of the churches I attend, the one I go to the Valiant Women's group at. So hopefully he'll be giving input into, what he's done. I have invited him to YouTube as well, but I don't think he has taken me up on that offer. What I want to do, excuse me, man, I talk too long and then I start losing my voice. What I want to do is have him come on and kind of explain his journey with whole food plant-based eating, because he was grossly overweight and his diabetes were absolutely, deathly close to him probably losing his life. Yeah, thank you. I am very much so, Lee. I really enjoy it. And he got rid of all the meat, all the dairy, all the sugar, everything. He went drastically the opposite way. And he reversed his diabetes to the point that he is no longer diabetic. It was diabetes type 2, by the way. You cannot reverse type 1, to my knowledge, but you can reverse type 2. So, which, interestingly enough, my doctor, who is also my husband's doctor, I think I said this on another live stream, she agrees that you can reverse it because her sister did. Now, a lot of doctors will tell you, nope, you're on diabetes meds the rest of your life. Your type 2 will probably only get worse from here. It's just a matter of time. You'll eventually have type 1. This is the kind of stuff they told Matthew all along. Just reverse, or just reduce your carbs, and a lot of them are all for the keto diet, which is very high fat, high protein, low carb. What they don't tell you is that when you eat high fat, you are clogging your cells so that the glucose and the insulin that's floating around your body that needs to get into those cells cannot make it into the cells. So it floats around your bloodstream, hence the high blood sugar readings. So if you reduce your fat and you increase your healthy carbs, so your rice, your whole grain pastas, your quinoa, your millet, whatever, and throw on more veggies and fruit, you'll see a big change in your diabetes, most likely. So, yeah. So it's actually the opposite of what they're telling people. Not high fat, low fat. Not low carbs, higher healthy carbs. And definitely lots of fruit, lots of vegetables. But the thing is with the diabetes thing, if your A1C is already high, you want to go very slow with the fruits and stuff. Stick with berries for a while. Till you get your diabetes A1C down to a manageable level, which is like 5 something. You don't want to rush into the higher, spikes of the insulin, which would be like from the fruit and stuff like that. So you got to be careful about that. Thank you, honey. I was trying to slide those over so they weren't like hanging there looking unsightly. Thank you. May as well take that down too. My thermal shirt because it gets cold here. Anyway, so yeah, I've been learning a lot about the truth about diabetes and the truth about blood sugar levels and weight loss and all that stuff. I'm still incorporating the ab exercises, like the Chinese ab exercises, a lot more. I'm going to get more regimented, I think, with my routines, but not to the point where it's drudgery. Once I get my rebounder, I'm going to be doing probably way more rebounding than I've been doing, because rebounding is not only good for weight loss, it's really good for your lymph circulation. And a lot of illnesses are caused by clogged lymph glands. So bouncing on the rebounder kind of clears out all the lymph system and can bring you better health. So I've kind of been incorporating that as well. You know me, I'm always learning things and growing and stuff like that. So yeah, it'll be another year of just learning new things and maybe buying new things and bringing new things into my life. And what are you looking for, honey? something to eat. You don't want a salad, right?
Where's that tapioca stuff at?
It's in a pan.
Is that what this is?
In the pot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so as of January 1st, I am pretty much taking over a lot of things in this relationship. I'm going to try to help my husband get healthier, get off of his diabetes meds, hopefully by the end of the year, maybe sooner. Um, going to be hopefully helping my husband incorporate a little more physical activity into his life. And no, I did not watch the Nancy Brophy interrogation. I don't even remember what that was. Is that the lady that you told me looked like Brockovich? Erin Brockovic or whatever her name is? I hope I'm saying that name right. I don't know if I am. Bravo. Whatever. Anyhow, um, probably going to be enjoying the cats a lot more once they're neutered. That's for sure. I don't know. What else do we got going on this year that I'm looking forward to?
I don't know.
I think that's it.
I think so.
Broderick. Thank you, Broderick. No, I didn't. I'm not, as you know, I'm not that into true crime stuff, anyways. But I will definitely watch that one because you did mention about the demeanor. Because I like the psychology end of things. Definitely. Hi Nene. What you doing, buddy? Looking so pretty. Yeah, it's a handsome boy. Let me see if he'll let me show you him. Ooh, I can flip the camera on this one. Hold on. Ugh. Not rotate. Flip the camera around. There he is. There's a Nene. Hi, Nana. Such a pretty boy. Yes, a handsome forest cat, aren't you? Keeping the peace, this man does. Well, my shoes down there. I found my shoes out in the shed today. I actually went out to the shed today and neatened some stuff up. Brought some stuff in, some books to read and such. And yeah, that's what I did today. There's a lot of illnesses going on around me, like in family members and stuff, which concerns me. My one cousin may have cancer. Some other people in the family might have other things going on. Hey, Northern Girl. So yeah, that stuff is happening. And so it may be kind of a sad year. Just my whole food plant based books like vegetarian, well, one is a vegan cookbook and the other one is Mastering Diabetes. So those books. And then of course my Valiant Woman book that I probably should get the rest of it done before the Valiant Woman group starts up again. So yeah. Yeah, I'm not reading like novels or anything like that. I have them, but it just doesn't interest me right now. I'm very into my health right now. So that's what's pretty much going on now. And Matthew and I probably will be spending more time at night after dinner playing cards, playing games, having discussions, doing our discovery cards, which is basically asking each other random questions and listening to each other's answers, and kind of a way to encourage you to communicate. Which, by the way, if you are married or have a partner, discovery cards are a great way to get the conversations started and get to know somebody and to find out their thoughts on things and to train you to be a good listener and to be able to reflectively say things back to the person so that you make sure you're hearing them correctly and stuff. And of course, another thing I'll be doing, like I've said before, continuing my cult studies and my videos that I make on that, um, that sort of thing. I'll probably film at least one rebound video when I get my rebounder so you can see what it looks like, my new one. Kind of talk to you about that a little bit and how I use it for fitness. Some of the workouts I do on it. Yeah, that is about it, y'all. So, I have now run out officially of things to talk to you about. So, if you want to talk to me about anything, now is the chance to do that. I'm getting a little sleepy. It's getting late here. What time is it? Oh, yeah, it's getting there. Whew. I probably wouldn't be as tired if I actually slept through the night, but that has not happened yet and won't until these cats are taken care of. So, yeah, that is that. I got some grocery shopping coming up soon to do. I have some laundry I'm going to the laundromat with to do. That's going to happen. And that is about it here from the Peanut Gallery. I might see the Avatar movie at some point. I know Matthew and I talked about seeing that. Still got to watch the rest of Matilda too. Time for your facial and PJs. Speaking of facial, I have started using what's it called? Retinol A or something for this wrinkle thing on my head, this frown line and these wrinkles up here. I don't know if it's doing anything. I'm not sure. Probably a little bit, maybe. It's supposed to tighten the skin. So hopefully that works because I'm trying to get rid of this frown line. I don't like the frown lines up here and these wrinkles up here. They just bug me, but I'm not getting Botox because I don't like injecting artificial junk into my skin and whatever. That kind of defeats the whole purpose. Although I suppose you could argue against the retinol A too. I just thought I'd try it. See if I get rid of the frown because I'm not a frowny person. I don't frown much, but you know, when you go to a church where you're always going like this, like you're in pain with your hands uplifted and you're really intense, eventually that line embeds in your head over the years. So then as you get old and the collagen starts going down, it shows up more. And I don't like looking like I'm frowning all the time. One thing I do hope to get someday, if I can, is veneers so I can make my teeth look pretty again. So yeah. Aw. Oh, she's lost getting to the rehab center. Oh, I hope she finds her way, Spoof. I hope you can direct her. Yeah, I figured that, Lee. It did say something like that on the box. I'm not quitting. I do it every night before bed. I smear the cream on my head and down the frown line. So, yeah, we'll see. It's worth a try. I mean, aging is inevitable. Keanu Reeves is like 58 years old now. Something like that. I can't believe it. I feel so old. I mean, he was just a kid when I was an adult, so something like that. No, let's flip that around. He was a kid when I was a kid, and I used to watch him as an adult. That's what I was trying to say. That didn't come out right because that wouldn't make sense, obviously. He would not be an adult that's older than me now if he was a kid when I was an adult. Duh. I'll tell you, some concepts, right over my head. I'm just a goofball. Matthew laughs at me so much. So, okay, so we were playing this game tonight. This Quicks game. I gotta tell you something funny, okay? So, in the Quicks game, I'm gonna show you the back of it. No, I didn't see John Wick. After you X out a number, the ones before it, you have to like put a line through because you can't use them anymore. So I'm getting brilliant. I decide I'm not going to exit. I'm going to just scribble it all out. So Matthew's like, honey, you might want to just put an X there because how are you going to know how many to add up at the end? I was laughing. I'm just goofy like that. Oh, veneers are fake teeth, basically. That's literally what they are. Fake teeth that slip over your current teeth. So that you have all pretty teeth all the way across. White ones, all the way straight. No more yellow, like mine. That or teeth whitening, whichever. But I don't really want to whiten my teeth with chemicals because I just don't. I don't like chemicals, period. But I wouldn't mind slipping on some fake plastic teeth. That doesn't bother me at all. I don't think they're even plastic. I think they're some other kind of resin or something. I'm not sure. But what you do is you use a mold and you get them like molded to your actual teeth. And they send you the top and the bottoms. And you clip them onto your teeth. So, something I might like to do with my tax money. But first, we need to get some car repairs done with the tax money. And then, if we have any left over, if we even get a return, then I might want to look into that. That's something I've always wanted to do. I also want to buy a violin. That's something that's kind of like a bucket list thing for me. I want to learn how to play the violin. And I want to play it and play songs and stuff on it. So, yeah, something I always wanted to do. That might be when I'm older and, you know, have less stuff going on that I can do now. Anyway, I don't know. I'm thinking what I might do is get a calendar and kind of do like a vision board type thing for each month. Like, what do I want to accomplish in this month? Yeah, the only thing I know, Northern Girl, is you have to have, I think, like a couple uppers and a couple bottom teeth. If you don't have teeth, they can't stay in. So you have to have some teeth on the top and the bottom. And they offer discounts on them all the time. I mean, they're not cheap. They're definitely not cheap. And you have to get the right ones because you can get some quack product out there that doesn't work right, that sort of thing. You just don't know. Oh, wow. Aw. I am so sorry, Spoof. That's terrible. I know you've been going through lots of stuff in your family, a lot of stressful things. My heart goes out to you, girl. I'm sorry you're going through all that. And I'm sorry your dad's suffering. No, a dentist does not do the veneers. I mean, they can, yes. But these are things you order through the mail, through eBay or whatever the company is. They just send you the mold, you bite into it, you mold it, you mail it back, and then they fashion the teeth out of that mold. Oh, that's a good idea, Mommy Mers. Yeah, between the magazine things and some of the stickers you sent me, um, I think I could, rig something up on my calendar. I have a new calendar for the year, so might be something fun to do for each month. Goals that we have and things we need to buy and things like that. So, yeah, I might incorporate that. I think that sounds like a doable thing, especially since I'm taking over on January 1st. Um, Basically, Matthew pretty much has called the shots for 8 years. And it's my turn now. Because we got some things we want to work on that just haven't happened. So now it's my turn to step in and say, okay, we're going to do this now. Aww. Oh, that's terrible. I'm sorry, Spoof. We have that a lot here, too. Where they make you sit in the hallway because all of the rooms are full and... Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah. I don't know if I showed you guys my kitty cat cup. The little black kitty cat. I don't know where I got it from. Probably one of my daughters, maybe. I'm not sure. Right now it's being used for lipstick and pens. Yeah, they put them on stretchers in the halls and, yeah, on hospital beds sometimes, the wheelie beds. That's what they do. They run out of the room, so they can't fit them all in the hospital. RSV is going around. Oh, yuck. Yeah, we're high in the other virus that I won't mention the name of because I don't know if my channel will get struck from it. But my area right now, they're moderately high in it. So when I go to work, I wear my mask as much as possible because I'm around all kinds of people. So yeah, I don't want to get sick or get them sick if I'm sick, which thankfully I have not gotten sick and I hope I don't. I agree, Mommy Mars. They should put like comfortable beds in, even for the visitors. And there are hospitals that do, but not around here. Maybe in some of the bigger areas, big cities or whatever. Maybe for the rich people, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, I think I'm gonna get going, y'all. It's been really great talking to you, though. But I am now fully out of topics and discussion energy. And I need to go and work out a little bit, so I'm gonna go do that. My ear is starting to act up. I might find my wax remover stuff and put some in my ear. Yes, you too. I hope your mom and everybody do well with the visitation and that your dad starts healing and stuff like that. I appreciate every one of you. Thank you all for liking, subscribing, sharing, joining me, viewing me, whatever you do. I appreciate it. It has been a good year, but I'm ready for the year to end. I'm ready for 2023. Let's see what it has to bring us. Hopefully, it's going to be much better than this year was. Although this year was not all for naught, we did have some good things happen, have accumulated some good things, and even gotten rid of some things. So, yes, it'll be a year of minimalizing even further and organizing. So, plan on that happening. All right. Anyway, y'all have a good night, and I will talk to you on the next live stream or see you on the next upload. I'm going to do that poll about what you want more me to do shorts, me to do regular length video uploads, or live streams. So be looking for the poll and please do participate so I know what I need to work on and the direction I need to head. All right, everybody, comment below or hit the poll when I put it on the community page. Bless you all, and we'll talk to you soon. Shalom.